Do you know what's happening right here on Roamingwood Lake? Most people look across the water here in the Hideout and simply see a peaceful view. I look at it knowing that it's a living, breathing, and very fragile ecosystem, one that has been evolving every day since the lake was engineered and flooded back in 1970. But right now, there's a massive biological reset happening beneath the surface. It's a phenomenon called the spring turnover. It's a matter of physics, actually, as the spring sun warms the surface to exactly 39 degrees, and that water becomes the densest that it will be all year. And it takes on this weight and it naturally sinks, displacing the oxygen poor water at the bottom and bringing it to the surface. It's the lake's first deep breath of oxygen in months, and this is the way the lake's way of rebirthing itself and circulating life. And it's this total exchange of nutrients and oxygen that prepares the ecosystem for the months ahead, for our summer. And during this spring explosion, phytoplankton bloom, zooplankton feast, and the bass move into the shallows to spawn. This is the lake at her most vulnerable and her most vibrant. And as the summer heat intensifies, the water begins to separate into three distinct invisible worlds. Now, these layers have fancy names that I'd probably mispronounce, so let's stick with this. You have the uppermost layer, the warm, oxygen-rich top layer where you and I swim and boat and paddle. Below that is the transition zone where the temperature drops rapidly, often referred to as the thermocline. And at the very bottom lies the hypolimnion. This bottom layer, it's cold, isolated, and in a man-made lake like ours, these layers, they stay locked in place all summer. And because they don't mix, the health of the entire system depends entirely on the quality of the water entering from the top. And this makes her vulnerable. Being a steward of this lake means understanding that she is a finite resource. Because the water is stratified or layered, it can't easily process the excess nutrients that we might accidentally introduce. So maintaining a buffer zone of plants along the shoreline helps filter runoff before it reaches the lake, choosing phosphorus-free products, and ensuring our boats are clean before they launch. They're just simple, quiet actions. They aren't just rules. They're just a few ways that we can protect the biology of the water. We've enjoyed this lake for over 50 years by understanding the science and the miracles, of nature beneath the surface. Let's make a pact, you and I, to ensure that it remains just as vibrant for the next 50 and for the next generation. If you have any questions at all about the lake, give me a call. I'm Mark with Century 21 Select Group, and I paddle here.